Another day of Eastern European Dota returns here with Division 2. I'm here, Freak, and I'm going to be bringing you today's action. There's going to be two games. First, we have MoneyMakers versus Matreshka, and then we have Cybercats versus Navi Jr. So, another day full of action-packed Dota. This week, we're going to have 4 days of 2 games, and 1 day where we're going to have 3 games. That's going to be on the June the 19th. That's where Robin Roll will be joining me today. I am gonna be all on my lonesome here, bringing you the Dota action. So, we do have Matreshka versus Moneymakers, and to be honest, I don't even know before the series starts who to favor, because we have had things go all over the place. So Matreshka beat Team Sexy beat Moneymakers. You know, can you come to a conclusion from this one? Not really. Because now it could be Moneymakers winning Matreshka. It is not impossible, and Moneymakers did play solid Dota versus Storm. Though, you know, when I look at it more closely, Matreshka, when they have won so pretty fast. And Moneymakers, they tend to play longer games. I mean, when I say longer, and it's 35, 45 minutes, you know, that range of normal Dota gameplay. Whereas Matreshka, they kind of trashed Team Sexy in 20. They did have one longer game, though, but went a little bit more into the later portions of the game. So maybe there's gonna be that kind of a difference between these two teams that might actually decide the victor in terms of who gets the momentum first. But overall, I think it's anybody's game here between these two teams. There is a good chance that you're going to be seeing a 3-game series, though we haven't had lots of those. I think only 2 of the series have went 2-1. Storm versus Moneymakers and Navi versus Navi Jr. Everything else was 2-0. Hopefully it's not like a psychological thing for teams here. Because we always in Eastern Europe have some very young players, like Navi Jr. I don't know if any of their players are actually 18 years. They're very, very young. Then, you know, even if we would put Soneko, who is, let's say, a veteran of Dota, he's 26. Like, he's not in the close to the 30s and stuff like that. So, relatively a young region here. There's always a lot of stars coming in from the Eastern European region, and that's always nice to see. No Moneymakers, Yegor, 22 years of age, Lucas, 24. Definitely a young bunch. So we'll see. Matreshka, they do have some I don't even want to say new blood. I mean, Retsu, Narwhal, Meles, Laguna, Dark, these guys have played in the past. They definitely know what they're doing. So we'll see if they have what it takes to stay here, because they did come through the qualifiers, them and Sibe. Sibe has been not performing up to standards. They lost 3 series, but Matreshka have been doing okay. 1-1, 1-2-0. 1 series they lost 0-2. They lost to Storm. But that was the first series, you know, and they played the next game 60 minutes. The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm kind of leaning Matreshka. Even though Moneymakers have bigger names on their side, Lucas, Yegor, Verk, Bignum, and Slayer. Definitely all of them have, I'd say, well-established careers. You know, they even made it with this lineup into Division 1. We're doing okay there for 1 season. Unfortunately, not working out well for them currently. That doesn't mean that it's not gonna be better. So anyways, the teams are in the lobby. We should be starting fairly soon. Matreshka are gonna be on the Radiant side, and we'll have first pick Sodire and the second pick for Moneymakers. And looking at the stats, in terms of Radiant Dire, we're currently at 50% here. 22 games were played, and it's even. And I like this. I think this is 4, 8, 10, yeah, 22 games. 11-11. Really nice, really nice. Tekis has been the most picked hero, and by far. I'm actually surprised that not more teams are banning it out, because being the most picked hero, And having a 55% win rate is insane. But the Void Spirit has been picked 11 times and has 73% win rate. Pugna 11 times has 18%. Yeah, so I'm not thinking we're gonna be seeing a lot of Pugna, though everybody just wants to pair it up with a Storm. We'll see. We'll see if the teams are still gonna be feeling comfortable going for the Pugna. Looking at the heroes here, yeah, universal heroes like top of the line Techies, Batrider, Void Spirit, then Wind Ranger. The first 10, there's only 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 universal heroes. Yeah, not that many. That's fine. I thought there were gonna be more. Magnus is on spot 11, Enchantress 12, but still. Universal heroes are currently considered OP or stronger than the other stats heroes, which is definitely the case. And we'll see how the Dota team there will be approaching balancing out the universal heroes. Okay, we should be getting into the lobby now. There were some lobby issues. Of course, our admins, they always fix them ASAP. And with that being said, we do have a draft ready. So we did get ourselves into the game, and we should be getting ourselves to the draft. Usually it's on your screen in just a couple of seconds, as the first bans are gonna be underway. Matreshka and MoneyMakers, still, I have no idea where this series is gonna go. I personally, if I would have to choose right now, I'd say Matreshka. But it's a tough choice. It is a very, very tough choice.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, let's see. So what have these teams been playing? That is also very important looking forward. Matreshka played a Meepo game. Didn't work out well for them, but you know, they played a Meepo game, so that's nice. Mostly Void Spirits, okay. So they like their Void Spirit. They played a Muerta, which is a hero we haven't seen much of. Has definitely fallen out of favor in 733. And they have played the TA. So those are some interesting picks they could go for. We're still here with the first bans, so I'm not sure why they're thinking so long. Usually you come prepared. Okay, if they ban this, we ban this. If they ban this, we ban this. So they're gonna be losing some of the reserve time there. I always mention it. One of the teams in Eastern Europe, the best one currently, Spirit. I don't want to say always, but if there's a time where they use their reserve time, it's at the start of the draft. It feels like everything that develops later on in the draft has a lot to do with the first 2 bans in the first pick, and they usually do waste a lot there. There's gonna be a Timbersaw coming out. This hero has been rising in popularity, considering that he takes away 5% of each stat from universal heroes. That's actually quite a lot, right? Not only in terms of killing them, but in terms of reducing their damage significantly. You can literally look at it as a damage reduction spell. It's not going to be good as the DK Flame Breath or Dragon Breath or the Rubik Fade Bolt, but it's still pretty good. There will be a Techies and the Spirit Breaker coming out. I actually thought there was going to be a Techies on Matreshka, but nope. This could be our double offlane. He can play the Spirit Breaker. Slayer can play it as well. We have seen Lucas go for ranged heroes in the past, and Slayer just playing these tanky position 5s. Spirit Breaker is just a beast, like a complete beast. The hero has been looking so great that it's insane. Immediately a Shadow Demon. I like this because the Shadow Demon has been the counter to these heroes that are not good versus the Purge. Spirit Breaker definitely hates it. You do not want your bulldoze being taken away, and it's just so easy to do. Just so freaking easy to do. Versus him, use the Demonic Purge. He can never use the bulldoze. He is super slow. He hates playing against you. Plus, you have a spell to dodge his charge. So what more can you ask for? Now it's time to protect the Timbersaw, I think. right? So Monkey King, maybe an Ursa ban. Those could be the ones that that you don't want to play against. We'll see if they do value the Ursa. We really haven't seen much of it. With the Battle Fury being kind of
5 seconds
so and so with the new changes, the Ursa has completely fallen out of favor. Imagine a hero that maybe 3 years, if you would build a Battle Fury on, you'd get low priority. Yeah, has become unplayable without a good build up to the item. Very interesting. They ban out the Muerta. Okay, this is definitely a targeted ban at Matreshka because they're the only ones that played it. I mean, if you look at it, I think they're 100% the only ones that picked up a Muerta.
5 seconds
Yep, one pick, Matreshka, 100% win rate. Makes sense. Bit of Pain gets taken out. I was about to say, okay, maybe they're gunning for a Batrider, but he has already been removed. The Batrider making it through first phase. Impossible. If he does, he's immediately picked.
10 seconds remaining.
So MoneyMakers, what's it gonna be?
5 seconds remaining.
I could see them banning out something like a Keeper of the Light. Just because it stops the charge, stops the techies jump in. Could be a good approach if they want to take it. I really wouldn't mind that kind of a ban. You could ban a Dark Willow if you're gunning for supports, but now they're gonna be gunning for cores. Turning into a Spirit Breaker, one of the best things the Morphling can do. Even though now you gun for universal heroes. But, you know, Bulldoze plus the added status resistance, I think every stun is... It's not even a mini stun. That's an understatement. You don't even get stunned, literally.
Remaining.
Matreshka. What will they get? Okay. What is bothering you here if you're this lineup? Burst magic? Yeah. Okay, burst magic, physical, everything. That's what the Void Spirit brings to the table.
Dire team pick.
He's a beast. So they ban out the Medusa and pick up a Bloodseeker themselves. I think now there's a better chance that it's an offlane Spirit Breaker, but might be a 5 techies. I know the Slayer plays it.
Seconds remaining.
So Matreshka, you see a Seeker, you have a Shadow Demon. If the Shadow Demon gets to an Aghanim Scepter, the Seeker stops being a hero. That's just how it goes. Though it isn't really a staple item build at the moment. So I'm gonna assume he's not gonna be gunning for that. I really like the Juggernaut nowadays, so I wouldn't mind them going for it. I've seen a Juggernaut just completely annihilate the Bloodseeker. But let's see. Let's see exactly what they wanna play. They are lacking fight on Matreshka, so I wouldn't a support that contributes to that. What have they played? They definitely played unconventional heroes overall on Matreshka. They played an Enchantress. I doubt that's gonna be the case. Maybe Clockwork TA could be something that they want, because they played a lot of TA and they did play a Clockwork here later, but they'll go for the Dark Willow, so it is gonna be that charge stop. Also, the Bloodseeker, run into the fight, he's super fast. The Terrorize makes him even faster, and he just runs away miles away from the team fight, probably never being able to rejoin. What do they want? Will they play a TA or will they play something new?
Axe.
Okay, Axe for now. That is new for Matreshka. Haven't seen an Axe from them. The Seeker definitely hates playing versus it, but he can build into an SNY. So that's a possibility to deal with it. MoneyMakers.
10 seconds.
This could be an offlane Seeker. Like, don't get me wrong, but I do have my doubts about it. They played it carry once. And that's about it.
Radiant team banned. Templar assassin.
They're gonna go for a TA on Moneymakers. Okay. A page out of Matreshka's book. This could be mid. This could be off safe lane. I think I've seen Yegor play it in the past. Though in this DPC season, considering they only have two series, they really haven't picked it up themselves.
Remaining.
I don't know how I feel about this. So this puts the
5
Timber in the
seconds
mid
remaining.
lane. Okay, actually, this is a mid lane TA. The TA annihilates the Timber in the mid. I think if I'm Moneymakers, I'm banning out the Huskar. I'm banning out the 100% because you're gonna send the Huskar to the mid lane. It's gonna destroy whatever, and then you can send the Timber Assault to the safe lane. And you don't
Radiant
I wouldn't
team
allow that to
banned.
happen. They will ban out the Terrorblade. Maybe they ban out Terrorblade and the PL or the Naga, because really dealing with illusions is impossible for them. To be honest, I'd ban out the PL because you can send the PL in the mid lane versus the TA, and he will actually do really well. I like the TA though versus the Timber, but I'm not sure if Matreshka are even gonna want to play it now in the mid.
5 seconds remaining.
If I was Natty Narwhal, I'd just straight up refuse. Like,
Dire
screw it.
team banned.
It's too hard of a lane. Your armor early on just gets annihilated, and you're not that tanky without your armor. Plus, once you do have some armor, the side blades do pure damage, so you're kind of screwed anyways. To just set it somewhere else. That's what I would do. Because if not, this TA
10
might win mid
seconds
so much that
remaining.
there's no coming back.
5 seconds remaining.
So what's gonna be the last ban? I'm thinking PL. Really. Their ability to deal with PL is non-existent. Even with them having the last pick, it would be a disaster. Like a straight up disaster. Though I don't see why Naga Siren wouldn't be any different. Naga Siren is different in a way that she cannot lane mid. Even though PL I haven't seen mid for a very long time, it is a possibility. They're taking their time. This is a tough one. This is really a tough one for Moneymakers. Their draft is cool right now, but there's just that one bad thing in it. They'll ban out the Wind Ranger. Okay. I really would want to see an illusion-based hero. Like, I don't know what Makers do versus it. Though already they're gonna have to be dealing with
10
illusions from
seconds
the Shadow Demon disruption.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
And it is gonna be the Naga Siren. Yep. I mean, either of the two. That will send the Timber Assault to the mid lane. So that is one thing I don't like. I think that the TA can definitely get herself up there in terms of net worth and completely annihilate the Timber Saw and then the entirety of the
10
game.
seconds remaining.
Just because you send her there. And you could
5
like get an
seconds
LC
remaining.
or something now to help you with the Naga Siren. The Darkseer ban I love. I think it was a really smart one. Darkseer plus the Spirit Breaker would be amazing versus the Naga. Even with the Shadow Demon, even with the Dark Willow, even with running into a Timber Saw and Darkseer is a universal hero, it would be a problem. I don't know. I'd go all in now on winning the game early. Like get an offlane Pugna or whatever. Like just end the game early. Push as much as you can without pressure. I actually would love a Pugna here. No, I don't think that Vierk plays it. He does play a Spirit Breaker though.
You may now select
And they go for the
your
Underlord.
heroes.
Okay, that is a hero that deals with illusions. I completely forgot about him. He has been the staple of the meta ever since the introduction of 733. The thing is, I don't know how good the Spirit Breaker and the Underlord are gonna be. The thing is, might go well if If the Underlord is left alone, gets all the levels, and Bignum is doing other things on the map, focusing on Natty Narwhal, who's already going to be losing versus Yegor. But the level 3 Shadow Demon kills you if you're the Underlord. He literally kills you. He just follows you. Poison, 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 disruption, poison, poison, dead, bye-bye. And you need Bignum there to help you. So that being said, I do have to say that I favor Matreshka, even though I'm a big fan of the TA versus the Timbersaw lane. TA favored, but this Naga Siren just looks so strong. It looks amazing, and I think that Matreshka, without her, they have damage to deal with the Underlord, quite a lot of it as well. Plus, having a hero that has illusions to set out on the lanes to push out the waves as a carry safely versus a Spirit Breaker lineup is not something that you do too often. But with that being said, we do have a game on our hands where we'll actually be finding out who's going to be the victors. But before then, a word from our sponsors.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system, welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And game number 1 of Matreshka versus MoneyMakers will commence. Today we have a long day with 2 best of 3s. So you better get your seat belts on, guys, but because we're in for a ride, a Dota ride, and a definitely fun one. Looking at the odds of EGBR sponsors, they are favoring MoneyMakers. They were favoring them before the series started, so this has nothing to do with the draft itself. We'll see if they're gonna be favoring them after the series ends as well, or after the game 1 ends. I personally don't think so. FPS issues there for MoneyMakers. Hopefully they do get resolved. There were some server problems. Usually there are server problems with the Eastern European region. I don't know why. It tends to happen. Hopefully the FPS issue will get fixed with the reconnect and everything will be fine. So I don't know if there's a Russian Dota client, it's different, or if the heroes are just speaking Russian. I remember I went to boot camp there, and we got to the PCs, got in. The heroes were speaking in the Russian language, which was really fun. Anyways,
30 seconds to battle.
the ward was rewarded there by MoneyMakers, so all in all, a good start for them. Timbersaw is going to be going for a Vanguard in the mid lane. So, I've seen TAs crush Timbersaws. I've seen it, and it's not pretty. Maybe Natty Narwhal has an idea. Maybe he knows how he's going to play. We'll see, we'll see.
The battle begins.
They're fighting illusions. He's going to be doing that for the entirety of the game. He won't be able to take though. Retsu will get the pickup. He will deny the other one. Not sure, but either way, Laguna will get the first blood there. He did kill Slayer, and that's going to be really, really nice for them. Ideally, you wanted it on a core, but it's just as good. Especially being a Dark Willow, you know that you're going to be losing the trade versus the techies in the lane. So when you get that early start, you are going to have the regen necessary to bring out to actually give you an edge in the trade wars that are to come. Bottom lane, 2 melees. Shadow Demon, once he gets level 3, level 2 points in the poison attack. That is when things become scary. So we're going to be looking out for that. As Yegor is... he's gonna try to farm as much as he can here, trying to apply pressure to Natty Narwhal, but pressure is being applied to him as well. He's gonna have to be careful. Very, very careful. Top lane, the Axe versus the Seeker and the Techies. The thing is, Techies is very strong in the lane, but when you get the Battle Hunger, the trades from the Dark Willow can act out. So I actually think that the top lane is going to be relatively good for the Axe. I like the odds of Matreshka's lane going well. Lane's going well, apart from maybe the mid lane, but we'll see. We'll see. For now, Narwhal is doing a good job. He's keeping up with the TA. He's on the same spot, though it's only 2 minutes into the game. So the last time I saw this matchup, the Timbersaw got really low really fast. Oh, yeah, that was a really fast Seeker, and then he couldn't dodge. Sometimes being speedy is just a problem because you cannot control your hero properly. Like, why wouldn't you want to be fast? Well, dude, because I click right and I'm instantly a couple of yards away. Meaning I'm inside of a bramble maze. Now, team's only farming. Laguna has to go for the Shadow Realm. That doesn't mean that he will live. He's very low. The Blood Grenade is as well keeping him low, and he's going to be taken down finally. MoneyMakers get themselves on the board. We're not going to be seeing an early slow approach to the laning phase here. There is going to be fighting already. No Melis with the spins. He's threatening Lucas, and Lucas has to be very, very careful. That's a level 3 axe right now. Can definitely go behind the tower if he wants to, but the battle hunger, it's going to be sticking. Now they know how axe feels. Always is ready for battle, and you cannot stand his hunger. See, mid lane. Good job with the Timbersaw. Narwhal doing a great job here. How did he skill? Yeah, 2 points in whirling death, 2 points in the reactive armor. Sorry, Yegor, but Narwhal was ready for this. He knows how to lane versus DA, and for now, Yegor just isn't able to apply the pressure. The Tekis is dropping low, but he'll be fine. And bottom lane, it's a farm trade that is probably never gonna end. I just don't see the two of them ever stopping in the farm trade. Lucas, slow down, block grenade. He's not moving, like literally not moving. The axe cannot spin, but he can attack, and axe is very big, very strong. The Seeker won't be able to survive it. That is a great kill for them. The Seeker is already farming really well, but that's not gonna matter anymore because he loses his life now. Narwhal, mid lane, big dump, does come in. He's level 3. He's trying to apply some pressure, and Narwhal, well, he does seem like he completely does not care. That does leave Bjerk alone, but Dark isn't level 3 just yet, so he'll be fine. Melis, Vanguard at the ready. This axe is gonna be a beast. He has gotten everything he wants, literally everything he wants. They're trying with the pull here. They will move the range creep, but Lucas, at least he will not allow the full pull to come through. Actually, he's not gonna allow a single creep to get pulled. As Melis is just posturing aggressively. No reason not to do so. Well, mid lane, Yegor dropping low. Narwhal, oh, he misses the tree there a little bit short. He's still going for it. He actually does not care. Yegor will turn around, reduce his armor, and that's enough for Narwhal. He's gonna chill a little bit. Last time I saw this matchup, the TA was crushing it. This time, I don't want to say he's losing badly, but it's not looking good. 28 to 11 compared to 24 and 4. It is a difference. Narwhal, run, as the Timbersaw will say, and he will survive. Playing with the minus armor of the TA under the tower, not a smart move, bro. But he does live. He does live. He is being charged. Here comes the cow, and the help is coming as well. The side blades will not be connecting. And here's Dark. He doesn't have that much mana. And he's actually thinking about going for the TA. He will give the healing Lotus over to the Timbersaw. Doesn't really need the mana, but the HP will be coming in handy for sure.
Blessings.
As Laguna attempting to come back to the lane there, but the axe isn't here to protect you, though he is coming over. Claire, there's the bounty room, we'll be able to get it. Bramble Maze does not connect, pretty unfortunate there. Dark, he got bashed a couple of times, and that's gonna spring the end of his life. The TA with the kill, gonna be much happier than she was a second ago. Yegor gets his first one, and that's gonna be level 6. When you're level 6 with the TA, that changes everything though. So he does for the Timber Saw. Oh, look at the epic battle. Slayer versus Laguna. Laguna staying close to the water. As does his name suggest, that he likes it. Wants to be around it. Slayer. Okay, he's gunning for the Wisdom Rune. So that's what he wants.
Fortified.
Will he get
Dyer's
it?
middle tower is under
Gonna be
attack.
there in time. He's gonna go to the side and just jump with the he's gonna steal it. Yeah, both Wisdom Runes go to Moneymakers. They will find him. I don't know if they can kill him. Slayer, he goes for a TP out. He's fine. They used both of their spells to cancel out the TP, and he just goes out. Natty Narwhal, super aggressive, doesn't have that much mana. The bashes are coming through, but the right clicks, they don't hurt him one bit. The bashes are definitely annoying. Big Jump is showing that he can't stand his ground, but definitely cannot threaten the life of the Timber Saw. Looking at the game, like, it's completely even out of the laning stage. We're now starting to see the first rotations, but Moneymakers definitely should be considered like a slight winners because of that Wisdom Rune steal. That was a really nice play from the techies. Meanwhile, Matreshka, they are
like this very much.
they're continuing to farm. Binds? Oh, okay, Dota binds. I thought they were talking about maybe blinds. The sun was coming in. I have to put my blinds on because of the camera, so that you guys don't see the light behind me, but players, this should definitely allow some sunlight to come in.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Natty Narwhal does get his courier slain. Two for two in terms of kills. So nothing huge there. And Natty Narwhal will get slowed by the trap. Super annoying there. But overall, not going to be threatening his life. After 9 minutes of gameplay, we only have 4 kills. And Natty Narwhal now, he is bleeding out. He doesn't know what to do. The bash comes through and he's still going through with the Timber Chain, trying to go for TP out. They need a bash. They need it now. They will not be getting it. Natty Narwhal gets to the base there just with Dark, saving him with the disruption. It was enough. And they had a really nice curse crown connecting them to multiple heroes. Those choke points coming in handy. And as that is happening, Melis, he's farming the Ancients. Only the big ones remain, and he would want them, and he's not going to be getting them. And the Timber Saw, he survived. Actually, the cold there. Lucas almost dead. He's surviving because he's super speedy. Have you gone too far? It seems like the answer might be yes, but here comes the Underlord. Through the Finn's gate. Helps a bit.
Dyer's
The
bottom
chase is
tower
on.
is under
Other
attack.
than the Spirit Breaker, they won't be getting anything. And that Seeker surviving. Moneymakers, they should be thanking their lucky stars.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Axe has both the Vanguard and the Blade Mail. So that Blade Mail almost killed the Seeker. In the end, it wasn't enough. Thing is, the Naga is farming. And this is a hella good Naga game. Other than the Underlord, everything is fine. But I don't know. I don't know, Moneymakers. I wouldn't say that this benefits them. Also, the TA is really low on farm. That is most definitely a problem. Axe is ultra farmed. After that Ancient stack, he has 600 gold on him, and he has both the Vanguard and the Blade Mail. And Narwhal, gonna be going for the Arcane Boots. His neutral item token has arrived. Laguna already has the Arcane Ring, not level 6 just yet. Him and the Shadow Demon are gonna be struggling in that department because of the Wisdom Rune steal. Whereas, you know, the other side supports, well, they're not gonna care that much because they have gotten both of the experience for those two. Oh boy, the stacks for Matreshka. Moneymakers, they just don't have those, and they're pretty good at farming stacks with the TA.
Dyer's bottom
They
tower
didn't get
is
them.
under attack.
And the stacks are the reason that Matreshka are this far ahead. The cores have been stacking for themselves, but the supports, they weren't sitting with the hands in their pockets. Malice. Get himself out. Bignum. Going for the phase boots into a Shadow Blade. No surprises there. And the Dark Willow wants a Yules versus Spirit Breaker, pretty much a necessity, but also pretty nice versus the Pit of Malice as well. Versus the Techies. You have many reasons for the Yules. Plus, it's naturally a good item for the Dark Willow. With that being said, none of the towers have fallen, and we've always seen 6 kills. So it looked like this might be a little bit of a more aggressive game with the way that the lane started. But nope, the teams just don't want to be killing each other. We had that one skirmish in the Radiantations, and that's about it. Nobody else wants to fight. Nobody else wants blood. The Shadow Demon is level 6, guys. Him not having the little rhomboid next to his face, it's a bug. I don't know. It has been in the Dota since 733. We just don't see his rhomboid, his ulti. Because every single that rhomboid, that green thing there, it indicates if they have their ulti or not. Call onto the Spirit Breaker. There is going to be a Bramble Maze and a lot of damage being done to him. He turns around to charge through them. He couldn't charge out because of the Brambles. Now the Pit of Malice connecting on the Malice. He's running away, but the Rupture is really hurting him. Beautiful usage of the Terrorize, but it's not going to be enough to save his life. You should have used it to someone else. Malice will be taken down despite the extra armor. It's not going to be bringing up there. Yegor getting gone on. The Fiend's Gate comes out. Now it's very, very dangerous. Dark. It's in trouble, and he does get the refractions off on the TA. Does save his life in the end. And Retsu has the sleep, has the Manta. He's not gonna die. He's just doing whatever he wants. Trying to pressure the tower. If you're on the top lane, hunting my teammates, I'm on the bottom lane, making pressure. The Techies dies there from Laguna. The Blood Grenade will finish him off, and Nadinar will, the last Timber Chain wasn't needed. But either way, it's not going to be a big of a deal, even if he does use it. The biggest problem I see in this game is for the side of Moneymakers, and that's the TA. TA is a very, very timing-dependent hero. And his timings, they're going to suck. They're really going to suck. To mention in the draft with the SMY and the Seeker, he has to go for it. Timber, caught, taking some damage. The trap will connect. I don't think you're killing him. You're literally not doing any damage to him. Okay, that is a fast slug. A very, very fast slug. You don't see many of those. Bottom lane, Naga, caught, has the sleep into a TP, he's standing his ground. I'm not sure if he should be doing this. In the end, he will go for the sleep, TP out, he'll be successful at it. And at least they will force out his ulti. But him dying there, it was almost never gonna happen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Smoke is coming out. Matreshka. Where do they want to go?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This was the call. Think about going in. It is going to be only onto the TA, but let's see if there's going to be enough damage, especially with the Terrorize coming through. That is a dead TA. The charge will come through, but a little bit too late. They've already gotten the kill. Now they're going for it. Taking a ton of damage, but still surviving in the end. The overwhelming damage of Nadinar will be enough. There will be a call on this Breaking no bulldoze just yet. Now he has it, but no charge to run himself away. They lose 4 heroes. They will claim only 1. Lucas does have the movement speed necessary to escape, but he doesn't have movement speed necessary to turn back time. You guys know, you watch the old Superman. That is what he would need for his teammates to be alive, and that's going to be a huge fight for Matreshka.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
5k gold lead, 9 to 5. Not the drop time, just 9 to 5 in terms of kills. And Matreshka are in a really good position in this game. You're versus a TA lineup, and the TA is at the bottom of the network chart when it comes to cores. You picked the TA to crush the Timber Saw in the lane, and you didn't crush the Timber Saw in the lane. So now, the real question is, why did you even pick it?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I felt like the Timber Saw really knew what he was doing there. Well played for Natty Narwhal. He will finish the Octarine core. Going for a Senge. Might be a Senge and Kaya. He might go for a Halberd though. I'd be okay with both, but I think in this game in particular, Senge and Kaya is better. Because you're not really in that much of a problem of dying. That's how I feel. Only the Seeker is having a good game, and you have no saves for the call. So he's kind of gonna be killing himself through the Blade Mail. And the craft there.
Radiant are scanning.
Heavily in favor of Matreshka. 82% win probability.
Is under attack.
Game in their control. The Moneymakers, they want to take that control back. Smoke
tower is under attack.
Doesn't seem like they're gonna be finding anything. The illusion is coming through. I don't know, it's not the real one. Mine does get destroyed there on the high ground, and they found Dark. He does have the disruption to save himself. Oh, he got him out of the blast. That's not gonna be good. There will be a call on the Slayer. They do finish off Dark, but have you gone too far? There will be coming over. He wants to fight. Actually, the Timber Saw taking a ton of damage there. His armor is gonna be reduced, and here comes the Seeker, but the sleep will be there. Night in Narwhal, he will still die. The lingering damage of Air and Moneymakers, they have found themselves a good fight. They take 2. Only lose 1 in return. The initiation of theirs could have been even better. There will be a bonus. Dark Willow inside with a bit of malice. He cannot escape, and now he's not going to have the HP necessary. Yegor just cuts him down in one shot. He does get himself stuck in the tree, so that's kind of annoying, but the TA will still be quite happy. Finally doing some damage, finally contributing to the strength of his team, having the blink, having the Dragonlance. He decided not to go for it. That's so good move. They needed his help in fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Axe will have a Philosopher's Stone. Not something that the hero was used to before 733, but now everybody gets a choice. But nice choice, nice. Retsu has an Orchid, meaning that now he can solo kill people. I don't think he can solo kill the Seeker and the Underlord, but the other 3 could be sitting ducks. Good thing for the TA, he does have the illusion rune inside of the bottle, so he would be able to get out some points in that Orchid, but their supports are going to be in jeopardy. Techies will have a Yules. Okay, that Orchid actually won't be doing that much. He might be even regretting his choice very soon. Imagine if Spirit Breaker has Bulldoze, you're not killing him either. We'll find out if in a fight he'll be able to use it to its full potential. Some stacks again here from Matreshka. With that one fight, Moneymakers have changed a lot, but you still need to be dealing with Retsu in the later portions of the game. There's gonna be an Underlord caught. He doesn't have the Guardian Greaves. He'll be fine standing his ground.
Illusion.
Lucas. Sanjin Yasha.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Done very soon. He waited patiently for his next ancient camp, but Matreshka are in a smoke. Axe has an Octarine core. Not something that you see too often, but he did disassemble his Vanguard. See, that call will be making a difference. There are only some illusions to the bottom lane. You haven't found anybody. Moneymakers, they've gotten themselves out ready for a potential smoke going their way, but it will not come. Player has a Yules. Huh? Moneymakers in a good spot. A couple of minutes ago, they were 5k gold behind, and it looked pretty grim, but they have been getting some key items since then, and the TA now will have the Deso as well, so farming speed is finally starting to ramp up a bit. Dark pushing out waves. Moneymakers, they're not too eager to fight right now. The problem with Moneymakers is their supports don't really farm all that well. That is a problem. Because later on in the game, the Shadow Demon and the Dark Willow will be contributing so much more than these two. The techies likes to be bursting people down in the early mid game. Early mid game has gone mid game already now deep into it.
Dire's middle tower is under
He
attack.
hasn't contributed much into the killing department. And the Spirit Breaker, he just likes to be everywhere on the map. He thrives in chaos. That's where he can push out lanes. That's where he can be in every fight, get the levels, get the gold. And nothing of that has come through.
Radiant are scanning.
But Roche will be their approach. Still, Matreshka coming with the smoke. They do have a sleep as well, but the Naga Siren isn't in the vicinity, so they're gonna have to go without him. Roche, he is dropping, and you have to be very careful, Moneymakers, because the Naga is coming over as well, TPing into the outpost. They did stop with Roche. Here comes the shotgun. Will try to burst through the refraction charge. It's not gonna be happening. Magnum does have the bulldoze. Battle Hunger will be running out fairly soon, but not before. It does massive amounts of damage. Solutions are being annoying as well. Bramble Maze drop. For now, no one is engaging. Everybody's afraid. Rain of Fire will rain down on the Timber Saw, but he doesn't look like he cares all that much. So we'll be fine for now. Lot of tension here. You can feel the tension, guys. It's there. Bring this Roche attempt. Yeah, weren't farming. Didn't get the Roche all that low either. Matreshka, they will not chase. I don't know how good Matreshka are at killing the Roche themselves. They're not bad. Nagasari now has a heart. That is a big one. Her illusions now, they become an issue. A really big issue. That you might be needing to commit a core to deal with illusions. Or illusion that is pushing out the wave. Moneymakers, they're smoking. They're searching. Naga Siren would be a nice find, but who did they go for? It is gonna be Dark. They found the perfect target. Still, nobody's gonna be there to follow up on the damage, so they'll be okay. They're trying to push him back. The Eels will be keeping off the Spirit Breaker. Now, Retsu, like, he's taking a lot of damage on this Naga Siren. He needs to be careful. He went for a song, but he doesn't have a TP. He needs to fight. There will be a Terrorize coming in just in time, but they will be turning around the call. It's gonna be so huge. He's surviving for a very long time with the Naga Siren, and now the damage. Look at this. Bloodseeker. It's not gonna be enough, but he lost 4. The AoE damage was insane, and look at Dark. He's gonna be coming out, and he was the first one that got initiated on. Bloodseeker running in, just starting to dish out so much. Look at it, 6,000 damage. Oof, that hurts. Naga Siren, I don't think he was expecting the Seeker to do so much, but the Mjolnir coming into play. 15,000 damage on one side and 6.6 on the other. Just goes to show Naga Siren didn't even do 1,000 damage. That's it. Hero, not that great in the team fights. She's good at pushing out waves, shoving it out, applying pressure, but when it comes to a 5 versus 5, that is where Moneymakers shine brighter. Una, it's been charged. Dex is coming over, but there's gonna be some help, and they stop the charge immediately. You don't want to be messing with him. If the Terrorize had connected on the Seeker, I think we would have been seeing a different game, a different fight. But it was just far out enough of the Terrorize that it could not connect. I think that was a really big deal in the previous fight. Yay. Farm. In the 4th spot. Probably not gonna be getting close to the Naga Siren anytime soon, but still keeping himself up there.
Radiant are scanning.
Axe and the Naga are the top 2 net worth heroes, but Seeker is fighting the Axe and he's chasing towards the Naga. Matreshka.
Dire are scanning.
They still have this slight lead, but the win probability is a lot lower than it was earlier. Now it's 30%. The Roche will be on the Dire side. That is a big deal if the Roche does fall, because Moneymakers are a tail line. Of course, the TA definitely in this game is not going to be their main hero, and her timing is not the most important thing, but you are taking away the Aegis from a hero that's one of the best in the game at bringing it down. Retsu having the heart, he can definitely tank it. His illusion super strong, and he will be able to finish it off with these. Also having a Aegis on the Naga makes her not a target in a fight. And he won't have it because Timbersaw will be picking it up. He did go for a halberd, not going to be the Sentient Kaya once he uses as well. So Timbersaw is going to be this big control guy in the game. Having so many active items with an Octarine core actually makes a lot of sense. The Axe was caught. He has the BKB trying to run away. Rupture still making a difference there. And here comes Dark to be a bonus. They're going to try to protect him inside of the Pit of Malice. That's not going to be possible. He will be dying 100%. Retsu comes over. They really want to fight. He's not the one with the Aegis. Retsu, what the hell are you doing? I'm singing, bro. I'm singing. But are you singing at your funeral? Or is it a nice thing that you're celebrating? I don't know. I'd say that the funeral was closer to the truth. For now, it's going to be neither. What a weird engagement there coming out from Matreshka. The thing is, they don't even need to fight. Push out the lanes with an Naga Siren, catch enemies one by one. So easy. You have an Axe, you have a Dark Willow. These two can kill whoever they want. Also, the Timbersaw is strong damage dealer as well. But they're forcing the 5 versus 5, 5 versus 5, 5 versus 5, and Moneymakers, well, their 5 versus 5 is better. You have traps, you have the Pit of Malice, you have the Bloodright, the multiple man charge that could come out at any time. It's always a possibility. Seeker now has a BKB. It changes everything. Once he gets the shard, it's gonna be even worse for this Naga Siren. All your armor, you can throw it out the window because the pure damage coming out from those right clicks is gonna be insane.
That did not go as expected.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Melis, he has been close to the top this entire game, and now the TA has overtaken him. A couple of bad fights for Matreshka. They're no longer in the lead. The Moneymakers, they have done what they do best. They made money. Still think that Matreshka can recognize the strengths of their lineup, and now they're evading fights. And the question is it gonna be late? Their decision. There's 2 BKBs now on Moneymakers. TA has finishers as well. 9 seconds each. That's gonna be a problem. Halberd really needs to come in handy. Underlord going for a BKB as well. Ooh, Moneymakers, they're gonna have one hell of a timing. And Timbersaw, he has an Aegis, but let's see how many lives you really have. The TA has an Aghanim Shard, so silence is gonna be there. He goes for Yules. Can he get himself out of the Pit of Malice? Not gonna be happening. Gonna be connecting again, and he's gonna be dying inside of it. He needs help. Where's my teammate Retsu? He is coming in, and he has a beautiful voice, and you will have to listen to it. But look at the mines. Natty Narwhal, you have to run. You have to TP out. And there's gonna be an ATOS. He went a little bit too far there from the song. Ooh, that's a big deal. Him dying twice makes all the difference. The illusion, they're almost killing the Space Cow. And he will be safe for now. Axe going in. Look at the damage that the TA is doing. They don't care about Melis. They just take him down. What the hell was he doing? Whatever it was, it didn't work out too well and wasn't smart 100% because you just lost another core 2 in a row. And just like that, the game has completely turned on its head. Matreshka, they were farming better. They were out-pushing the waves better. But when it came to team fighting, when it came to engagements, Moneymakers, they were better. And now they're gonna have a huge 8k goal lead, the biggest one that we've seen ever since the start of this game. And finally, ever since the start of this game, it is gonna be Moneymakers that have the win probability, that have Dota Plus on their side. Oh, maybe taking an Tormentor. Nope, Yegor tried to go for it, but he was afraid not to get caught. So the Tormentor will be taken by Matreshka. They're going to be quite happy. Their enemies gave them this, and it will be an Aghanim Shard onto the Shadow Demon. I'd say he's super happy about it because of the Demonic Cleanse. What are you cleansing? Pit of Malice, #1, for sure. Then there's the Reactive Taser, also amazing. The TA Traps, amazing. The Silence from the Bloodseeker. It's just a really good shard for a Shadow Demon. It is a really good shard for a Dark Will as well, but not particularly for this game. But for a Shadow Demon, I'm 100% certain that this was the one that they wanted the most. Yegor is level 20. He has the Melt Dispels talent. Battle Hunger, Bramble Maze, Cursed Crown, Net,
Radiant's middle tower.
Disseminate. Okay, nice. The Lotus Orb on the Techie, so speaking of the spells, they have a ton of those. The Spirit Breaker wants a BKB as well. Okay, he doesn't want it. He has it. It's being delivered currently. So there's 4 BKBs on Moneymakers, and I think all of them are fresh. Oh no, TA used hers on the Seeker. Yeah, he didn't use his. So it is 3 9-second BKBs and an 8-second BKB on the TA. Moneymakers, this is a timing unlike any other. Like, they're so freaking strong at this moment. You should never let it go. The Seeker does have his shard, so he definitely does a ton of damage. He'll use the Rupture there with the added range dark. He's gonna go for the Demonic Purge, and Lucas doesn't really care. He has his BKB. He's gonna be completely fine. The Pit of Malice will be dropped down, and Lucas will easily take him down, heal himself up almost back to full. Dark dead. Malice goes for a TP out, and unlike Moneymakers who have really, really healthy BKBs, the Axe is down to 6 seconds. Timbersaw going for an Axe. That reactive armor is going to be huge. If you guys don't know what it does, you activate the reactive armor. The more enemies there are around you, the stronger it gets. Then at some point it explodes and does damage again. More enemy heroes around you, the more damage it does. Or more enemy heroes that were around you, the more damage it will do. Naga has a butterfly. The problem is, he's gonna be dealing with 2 MKBs, and they're not all that far away. Like, both of them are less than 2,000 gold to an MKB on the Seeker and the TA. And, well, they're pretty fast farmers. The Seeker with the Mjolnir and the TA, I mean, there's no reason to introduce her farming speed to anybody. Everybody is 100% aware how big of an issue she can be.
Gold for me.
Matreshka, they're still not giving up though. We could be in for a long game here, people. It continues with the Shroud Roche. The next one, we should know when it's up in 44 seconds.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The experience lead is actually really big. 12 levels. 10,000 experience to 8,000 experience in favor of Moneymakers. That's much bigger than 7k gold, to be honest.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Laguna has a Psychic Headband. I would like for the Dark Willow to buy an Agon shard. It's very hard to play into it. Very, very annoying. B top. Pending D tier 2. That's exactly what the Underlord is going to do, and Moneymakers are coming over. Roche will be up in a minute. It will be a dire side Roche, so he will be on the top lane. You can set it up right now, Moneymakers. They're coming over into a smoke of Matreshka as well. It's gonna be a very silent engagement, but look at the Rupture onto the Timbersaw. Where does he go? How does he run? How does he live? You're gonna bleed out, my friend, if you go for that one for the call. It's gonna be amazing. You get the Nullifier onto the Seeker. He doesn't care, just going forward. He cannot use his first spell onto himself, and this is just it. You cannot fight. You cannot win. The disruption doesn't even come through. He just came in with a demonic cleanse, with a demonic purge, and he doesn't contribute anything to the fight. You've just lost 3 heroes without doing any damage to your opponents. You have this Naga Siren that is the most farmed hero on the map that just gets completely annihilated by the enemy team. It just looks so easy. So freaking easy. You had your timing. You had your time when you were 10 times stronger on Matreshka, and you decided to go for team fights, for straight up team fights versus a team that is superior to you. Look at the pickoffs of Matreshka. They're so strong. And Laguna, he might be next. He goes for the Shadow Realm, has the Blink TP out, and will be successful with his escape. Saves the gem as well, which is also very important. But the more time that is passing, the more fights that we are seeing, the more certain I'm becoming. With Moneymakers, they have gotten to a point where losing this game is next to impossible. I thought they're gonna be needing to get their timings right in this game, but the Seeker actually got his timings right. This hero, if he's ahead, he's actually gonna be farming on par with some of the fastest farmers in Dota. But if he's behind, then you're screwed, right? But he was constantly close to the top of the network chart. Yeah, Naga Siren is ahead of him, but she cannot really be something that you're gonna base your farming speed off of, because she's too freaking fast in terms of clearing out camps. Timbersaw doesn't have his Aghanim Scepter just yet. That's definitely gonna help because he's dying so fast. He has 3.5k HP. With the reactive armor, he could have well over 30 armor. And he just feels like paper. Because the Blood Rage is now starting to dish out massive amounts of damage. Let's see. Yegor in trouble. He will get the Blink out. Dragon Lance in the backpack. He has been caught. There's the ulti from the Shadow Demon. They're trying to kill Yegor. They might be able to do it once. BKB already expanded, but no, he's surviving. He does have the refraction charges there. The Demonic Purge doesn't do any damage. Now the song will be coming out. This is the time to escape. He's creating some space for his teammates to get out, and he's gonna be getting out. But Bignum has the BKB, and the chase is on. He wants more. He wants more blood. He wants to bash some skulls, but he won't be getting anything. In the end, Moneymakers are not going to be too happy about what just happened because they used 2 BKBs and they got absolutely nothing out of it. Only some time wasted. Question is, what next? What are you going to do next? Far onto the techies, immediately purchases off there. The reactive taser, 99 will coming forward. Bjerg taking some damage, but he doesn't care. Look at the Naga! That is not a tanky hero! That is a very squishy one at that. Your carry died without any chances. There's gonna be a beautiful call, and the little cow will get cut down. Seeker also very low, goes down as well. They're showing Melis. If he's alive, he can definitely deal with the Seeker there with the Blade Mill. The Zarm onto the TA. He's not gonna be able to attack with the Malice. A little bit too late. Narinar already far away. He has missiles by the call onto the 3 of them. Melis is gonna start spinning. Is it gonna be enough damage? No, he's just not strong enough. He needs his carry, but his carry is dead. He didn't have the Blade Mill. At the moment, he would have killed them all. Melis keeping his teammates in the game still here. If there wasn't for him, this would be such an easy fight for Moneymakers, but he is here. The axe protects them all. The Naga Siren is gonna have to find a way to be useful here. You cannot send your real heroes. It just has to be delusions, and you are gonna have to rely on Melis to keep getting those calls out. Imagine you're just running in and then a guy, you and your buddies going down the street, right? There's 3 of you, and then some guy, he's like, what do you want? And he challenges you to a fight. You go for it and you lose. You're punching him, but he's so strong that he's killing all of you. Wouldn't want to meet a guy like that. So, you know, if you're out, the guy's challenging you and 2 of your friends, maybe it's time to just call it a night, run away. It is the smarter thing to do. Melis, now when he has his friends, he definitely will have no mercy for the techies cutting him down there with the ulti. Techies has the Aghanim Shard as well. And the gem on the ground. I don't know if they're aware of this, but would be quite nice if they can pick it up. The reason why they're not going for it because they have a gem of their own, so they're not really thinking about the gem all that much. But yeah, they forgot about it, and the courier is coming for it. So Moneymakers, they will be able to reclaim what was once theirs. Seekers. Did he forget as well? No, he's gonna be remembering now. Axe, Halberd as well. Very nice. Versus both the Seeker and the TA. A little bit less so on the Seeker. 3.5 seconds on melee heroes. And then you have the SNY as well. So he really doesn't care all that much. Seeker will have an Nullifier. That's a straight up damage dealing item as an MKB. No defensive stats other than some armor for it. So I do believe that it could backfire versus the Axe Blade Mail. We'll see. We'll see if it's going to be good enough. Retsu running away, peeping away. He knows that he could be getting hunted. Just try to push out the waves as much as possible. Matreshka are playing exactly as they should, and Axe has a ninja gear. Isn't really built like a ninja. I always say this. All of these big fat heroes, they want to be ninja. Ninja needs to be small and slick. This is a warrior ninja or something. Look at him.
Radiant are
Ninja gear.
scanning.
In the shadows. Oh, he does have the flame cloak as well. So he wants both of those to be able to do the maximum amount of damage. Burn through the refraction charges, I think, also has a big deal with it. Smoke from Moneymakers. Where they going? Spirit Breaker charging in, and he will be getting on top of the Timber. He's out of BKB, but they found Retsu. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's running away for now. Sleep at the ready, and they will stop in their track the second the BKBs are done. So now you haven't gotten any of the kills. Axe, he has a BKB. He's gonna go there with the call. The Seeker taking a lot of damage. He'll be fine. Melis, once he dies, the fight is over. Lucas needs to run away, and look at him, running away there. Max Verstappen, he cannot be caught, and now he's gonna be healing back up. The title is his. Lucas is the strongest. Matreshka, they've just lost 3 of their cores, 2 of which do not have buybacks. It's pushing time. You don't necessarily know that they don't have buybacks, but you could guess, given that some items have been coming in fairly recently. And there it is. This tower is going to get absolutely annihilated, demolished. The level 25 Seeker. Oh, he has... Okay, so with the Lotus Orb, he got some added armor there from the Culling Blade. Very nice. From our observer. Yeah, the Axe just wanted to go for his ulti before he died. That's the second lane of racks. The third one will fall. They might even go for the throne. Now when they get the third one down, it's gonna be... Yo, these guys, they got nothing. Attack speed from Yegor. Very much there. Let's have that swift blink. There it is. Range racks down. Melee racks will follow suit as well. The trap in the back lines, silencing them all. And that's gonna be it for all of the Raxes. Now you're dealing with Mega Creeps. Sverk, BKB, TP out, bye-bye. No bye-bye. You will stand your ground and fight. Melis challenges him. And you do not say no to this guy. But it's still almost a 30,000 gold lead. Mega Creeps, your ability to deal with Mega Creeps, not that great. Also, you... The great thing about their lineup is that they can push out waves versus Mega Creeps. That part of the lineup is taken away. But they're looking towards the Spirit Breaker. Come here, little cow. Is this cow or chicken? And well, the cow went away, and they will be going for the Timbersaw, who does have a halberd. Will be disarming the TA. But those Psyblades, they cannot attack. He literally went for the Timber Chain next to the tree. The tree next to him, he has been ruptured. He cannot move. He does have the Aghanim Scepter there, but it doesn't matter. The damage output is just a little bit too high. No matter how tanky you are, in the end, it's not going to be enough. Now it's exactly a 30k gold lead, and look at Bignum just running over the map. He has found Retsu. Going for the sleep. He's going to be popping the BKB a little bit too early. Retsu taking some damage. Not going to be enough until the Seeker comes through. This is the one that you have to be afraid of. He didn't go for the sleep. The BKB should be expiring fairly soon, and Retsu feels like he's going to live. They went for them early. I feel like Bignum could have waited for the sleep to come out. Now the Axe will be going for a BKB, and the Seeker almost dies, but ultimately he's the one that gets the kill, just finishes him off and gets some of his HP back. Now it's time to heal back up to full. The DA won't be touching those creeps, allowing Lucas to get his HP back. 2 heroes without buyback, Mega Creeps storming your base. This might be time to write those 2 little letters right between, or the same little letter twice between F and H on your keyboards. But Matreshka, they are not giving up. Giving up is for cowards. And they're definitely not that. Dark in a lot of trouble. Here comes the attacks. The Shuriken Pike that will hurt. The charge not going to be coming through. They get the Yule Scepter. The Ascetic Sap will pop, but it doesn't really matter. Look at the poor little Naga Siren. She had all the farm in the world. She had all the items in the world. And those items were not enough versus the strength of Moneymakers to win game number 1. And I don't want to say it was easy,